We're discussing the latest NBA news and rumors on today's show. You're watching NBA Now. I am Will Scott, and there's a lot to discuss. It's going to be a wild offseason in the association with, I think, the main topic of conversation being the future of LeBron James. Now, he came out after the sweep against the Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals and was non-committal about both his future maybe in LA and his future playing basketball in general. And in the last couple days, actually, there's been a lot of talk about maybe him joining the Dallas Mavericks after Charania reported that Kyrie Irving, who is an unrestricted free agent this offseason, has been recruiting LeBron to Dallas. Here is the tweet from Shams the other day. Sources: Kyrie Irving has reached out to Lakers star LeBron James in attempts to see if James would come to Dallas. Irving is a free agent this offseason. I think the funny thing is a lot of people were expecting LeBron to be recruiting the free agent Irving to LA. Instead, it's the free agent Irving recruiting LeBron, who is under contract for a few more seasons with the Lakers, to Dallas. Here's what Chris Haynes said in Bleacher Report, kind of following up on that Shams report. The Mavericks were preparing to make an offer for James last season when the Lakers were spiraling, sources say, despite James being ineligible for a trade last season due to the date of his extension. But the Lakers made a string of trades near the deadline that changed the trajectory of their season. So just a few months ago, Dallas was inquiring about LeBron James, and they might do so again. LeBron has plenty of connections to the Mavericks. Of course, he played with Kyrie Irving, won a championship together as the star duo in Cleveland. He loves Luka Doncic. He has said multiple times how much he respects Luka's game. Jason Kidd, Nico Harrison. Nico's a former Nike exec, and then Jared Dudley is former teammates. So LeBron certainly does have connections with the Mavs. LeBron, yeah, he's getting older, but he's still putting up pretty good numbers. Here's what he did in the 2023 playoffs. 24.5 points per game, 9.9 rebounds per game, 6.5 assists per game, 49.8% from the field, and 26.4% from three. Will LeBron go to the Dallas Mavericks? Y for yes, in for no, down in the comments section. What do you think? Will LeBron go to the Mavs? It would be a stunning move, but again, Kyrie is recruiting LeBron to Dallas. Be sure to subscribe to the channel because we have you covered here on Chat Sports with all things NBA news, rumors, watch parties, and more. We're going to be live for Game 3 of the NBA Finals tonight. Miami facing Denver at home. It is a 1-1 series. We've got a series. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch the game tonight. Chase Sr. will be live, so be sure to tune in for that watch party tonight. So about Dwight Howard now. He's obviously enjoying life in Taiwan, but is he ready to make a return to the NBA? He has been linked to the Sacramento Kings. Here's what Dwight Howard said about an NBA return. I'm not retired from the NBA just yet. I would love to help the Sacramento Kings contend for a title. So LeBron, or I should say Dwight, shooting his shot, trying to play for Sacramento, who came off that impressive season. They were the 3 seed in the Western Conference playoffs. That was not expected. Here's what Dwight did in the NBA his last season with the Lakers, which was the 2021-2022 season. 6.2 points per game, 5.9 rebounds per game, 61.2% from the floor, 16.2 minutes. So, he was a decent player even then with the Lakers, and he's been pretty good in Taiwan from what I've heard at least. I think he can still help somebody as a backup. I still think he is good enough to play in the NBA, and he does not want to retire. That's why he went all the way over to Taiwan. He still wants to ball. Taking a look at some possible fits here for Dwight Howard, the Sacramento Kings, because he said he wants to play for the Kings. The Dallas Mavericks, maybe. They could use some big man depth. Christian Wood not expected back. The Philadelphia 76ers, the Los Angeles Lakers, and the Phoenix Suns all could make some sense here as a possible landing spot for Dwight Howard. Will Dwight Howard play in the NBA again? What do you think? 1 for yes, 0 for no, down in the comments section. Will Dwight play in the NBA again? Mention the finals tonight. You can go bet on the game at BetUS by going to the link below and using that promo code, chatsports.com/bet. Promo code CHAT125 to pick up a 125% deposit bonus. What does that mean, Producer Coop? That means if you put $100 into your account, you're going to start with $225. That's a phenomenal deal. You might want to go spend it all on Heat money line tonight. Willie Betts here telling you that I'm betting the Miami Heat to win this game tonight. I'm going to take the money line. But if you think it's going to be a close game, maybe the spread is the way to go there, plus 2.5. Denver minus 2.5 as the favorite. The total is at 214.5. Going to be a good game tonight. It's going to be a fun series, I think. It's already been a fun series the first two games. So go and bet on the game tonight. Chatsports.com/bet, promo code chat125. Let's talk about the Houston Rockets now. Could they be active this offseason? They're armed with cap space. They got 2 first-round picks. It's going to be an eventful offseason in Houston. Here are some potential targets for the Rockets. James Harden has been the name linked to the Rockets the most. Could he, in the words of Travis Scott, be going back to the 7-1-3? Fred VanVleet as well could be an option. We'll see what they do at guard, but they do have Kevin Porter Jr. Maybe they'll want to go in a different direction there. Chris Middleton's a free agent, as well as Cam Johnson and Dillon Brooks. I don't know if Rockets fans are going to want Dillon Brooks. They can look at what Harden did in Philly. 2 seasons there after the trade from Brooklyn. 21 points per game in 2021, 2022. Pretty similar numbers this past season. In the playoffs, he was pretty inconsistent, which I hate to say it. Rockets fans know all about that. 19.4 points per game through 2 playoff appearances with the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, obviously, Houston is not going to get all those guys, but they'll still be aggressive in free agency. In fact, I do believe that James Harden is going to go back to Houston. I think he misses Houston. Houston is his home. He wants to go back there and play there. And I think he's excited to potentially join a young up-and-coming roster, help them get back to relevance in the Western Conference. And I think the Rockets might be willing to pay Harden more than most teams would at this point in his career because of the nostalgia. I mean, he's a legend over there in Houston. Taking a look at the Rockets' potential lineup. Now, I was kind of discussing with producer Jeff putting this together. Does this mean that Kevin Porter Jr. is gone? Not necessarily. He could maybe come off the bench. But Kenny Martin Jr. is a great player, and I think he should be in the starting lineup. Alfred Şengün is going to be Turkish Nikola Jokic. Jabari Smith Jr., he had a pretty strong finish to last year. People are still clowning him about his rookie year. But those people don't know ball because he got a lot better throughout his rookie season. And then Jalen Green, I think he could have a massive year this upcoming season. If Houston has a good draft, which is unfortunate, they fell to 4th in the lottery. If they had a top 3 pick, they could get Scoot Henderson, which would be huge. But let's say they take Amen Thompson, whoever in the draft, maybe Jordan Hawkins at 20. Good for agency. They could be in the playoff conversation next year. In fact, I think they could avoid the play-in altogether. Producer Coop's going to laugh at that. But I think this could be a top 6 seed in the West if they do the right things. Now, what do those right things mean? Well, you got to get the draft right. Got to get the draft right. That's number 1. And number 2, you bring James Harden back, and you surround him with some pieces that you also add in free agency. Maybe Gabe Vincent is a name there for the Rockets as well. We'll see what happens. But if Houston has a good offseason, this team could be much better next season. Name a player the Rockets should sign. Let me know down in the comments section. Name a player the Rockets should sign. Maybe outside James Harden, because I think we're all thinking James Harden. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/chatsportstv. We're going to have you covered throughout the offseason.